June 1940. The Nazis invade France. Paris quickly falls under the German Jackboot. Their blood banner flies high above the Eiffel Tower. 6 German soldiers lounge outside the Happy Flower Cafe. Their laughter follows lies as they sit like a pack of full-bellied coyotes, getting drunker and meaner. Inside the cafe, Jean Malheur's big brown eyes wander from the sitting soldiers to Mou Boucher, whose lush lips are set in a permanent pout. "Hey, you in there," a squint-eyed soldier shouted. "Bring another bottle and make it the good stuff." Jean went behind the counter to grab a bottle. "I'll take it to them." "No," Mouy stopped him. "It's my turn." Jean protested, but the more the boy tried to persuade Mouy, the meaner she got. "This is pointless," Mou shouted. Her hand shook as she grabbed the bottle. Jean looked up with his big brown eyes. "It's just that I'm worried." Mou snapped. "I can take care of myself. You think I'm some virgin who's been saving herself for you?" Jean looked away. He'd rather face 1,000 bullets than take one barb from Mou. Mou walked to the table, trying to keep the tremors in check. A buzzard-nosed soldier whistled. "Ah, now that's what I'm talking about." "Do you mean the bottle or the broad?" asked the soldier with crooked teeth. "Hell, why not both?" the buzzard-nosed soldier said, and grabbed Mou's leg. Startled, Mou dropped the bottle onto the table, splashing red wine on the offending German's uniform. "Scheiße!" the buzzard-nosed soldier shouted. "Look what you did, you stupid bitch!" Mou began to apologize, the words spilling out faster than the wine onto the table. The buzzard-nosed soldier stood up. "I need a place to clean up." He wrapped his arm around Mou's waist and pulled her in tight. "I guess your place will do." He tried to force a kiss, but Mou pushed him off. Jean rushed out of the cafe with a bottle of the best, hoping it would balance the scales. The soldiers laughed at the deed, with one grabbing the bottle and the other kicking Jean in the backside. "Vive la France, boys!" the crooked-toothed soldier shouted. The rest of the table laughed, even the lieutenant. "I say this girl needs to be taught some manners," he said and grabbed Mou's blouse. Mou tried to scream, but found herself gasping for air like a fish flapping on the banks of the Seine. "Put the girl down!" The heavy voice came from the end of the cobblestone boulevard. It was in English, spoken with subtle authority, like the whisper from a whirlwind. The Germans turned and noticed an old man with a wide silvery mustache. He wore a long linen duster and a dirty brown cowboy hat low on his brow. A big 6-gun rested on his hip. "Go away, old man," said the buzzard soldier in broken French, "before you get yourself killed." "I don't think Grandpa here speaks French," said the soldier with crooked teeth. "He's English." "I thought all the English swam away," said a young soldier from the table. "I think our intruder is an American," the lieutenant said. "Well, I speak English. I think it would be wise for you, how do they say in the movies? Ah, yes, mosey on out." A bull of a sergeant rose from the table. His huge hands gripped his submachine gun. He was about to raise it when he heard a loud metallic click. Catfish pulled his 6-gun and pointed the business end at the big sergeant. "Hold your fire," the lieutenant commanded. He approached the gun-toting cowboy with his hands up. "I believe in the Wild West they had a duel." "That's right," said the squint-eyed soldier, "in the middle of a dusty street." "Correct," the lieutenant said. "A showdown." The squint-eyed soldier smiled at his comrades. "He's going to have a showdown with the old cowboy." "Like in the movies?" said the young soldier. "Oh, this is going to be better than poking this whore," said the buzzard-nosed soldier. He let go of Mou to watch. Mou stumbled for the cafe door. Her first instinct was to grab Jean and make trail dust. But just like everyone else on that stretch of empty boulevard, she was enthralled by the mysterious old cowboy who stood alone against 6, his duster blowing gently behind him like the wings of a tired angel. "All right, you botched bastard," Catfish said. "You want to play 6-gun stud, then ante up. But I want your boys to stand down and away from their rifles." The lieutenant nodded and gave the command to his men. The first bell tolled through the streets of Paris like a wolf howling through the wide, empty prairie. The lieutenant faced Catfish. "On the last toll, we fire." The second toll rang out. Catfish rolled his 6-shooter off his finger and slid it back into the leather holster. The last toll. The third bell tolled. A gentle breeze blew down the cobblestone boulevard. Old tin signs creaked on their hinges. The fourth bell tolled. The lieutenant's hand shook over the butt of the Luger. The fifth bell tolled. The soldiers gathered together, forgetting their rifles were stacked behind them. The 6th bell tolled. Jean looked on, his soft brown eyes wide in disbelief in what they saw. The 7th bell tolled. An old newspaper with bad news blew past the two men. The 8th bell tolled. Catfish took in a deep breath and held it. The 9th bell tolled. Beads of sweat dripped off the lieutenant's forehead. The 10th bell tolled. 5 pigeons flew onto the awning, watching the showdown. The 11th bell tolled. The breeze died, and the air was still. The 12th bell tolled. 6 shots rang out along the boulevard, and if you want to find out what happens next, then you're going to have to read it in Paris High Noon.